And there's 97 range at the crabs. I know. Still here. I've just been doing a lot of stuff lately that requires immense AFK-ness, and range is really the only skill that I can justify doing here. Because obviously the melee skills I'm going to want to train up a Slayer, but ranged would end up getting neglected. I know on my other UIM I'm an even lower range level than this. It just doesn't get used as much. I think because utility-wise it's not as good for UIM. Like you have to go get your backpack, you have to, like if you don't have 99 range, you have to go to Ava to get your backpack, or you have to have the assembler in your inventory all the time because it's not tradable. And also you have to go out of your way to get the specific ammunition. It's just, I don't know, all in all, like when it comes to it, at least for me, whenever I decide to go do things, it's just so much easier to grab a sword, you know? You don't have to deal with all that hassle. But yeah, that's what I'm telling myself. I'm gonna keep going, I guess. Alright, shortly after 97 range, we're about to hit 92 hit points. Any one of these hits now. Grab this stuff off the ground real quick. This is actually nice. We're getting a lot of passive prayer experience from this seemingly pointless grind, but here we go. 11 experience. Nice, 92 hit points. That is nice. That's half the experience. Obviously, as you level your combat up, or any skill up, you get more efficient at training it, so that's not really the halfway point. I can't remember when the halfway point actually is. I think it varies from skill to skill, but obviously since I hit harder, I train this faster, which means halfway point was probably somewhere in the 80s, but cool. Okay, hell yeah. Pull 79 changes are finally coming in. They've been trickling in. Abyssal Lantern is now purchasable from the Gardens of the Rift shop, which is cool, I guess. That's currently an activity that I'm doing, so maybe that'll affect me, not sure. Looting bags, you can buy them from any Slayer Master for 10 Slayer points. That's pretty big. That means I don't have to do as much LMS anymore. So if I need a looting bag very quickly, like I'm about to wipe or something, that's really good to get. I'll probably honestly end up just using this anyways, like primarily to get my looting bags, just because it's so nice and so convenient. And Slayer is one of my favorite skills, so I will never really lack Slayer points to buy them. So that's awesome. Other stuff I'm not really going to go over. They overhauled the combat system, which I'm sure you already know about. Yeah, that's actually really good. Maybe I guess I will get into it a little bit. That's actually pretty awesome. That means that I can ignore certain combat tasks that I don't want to do. Yeah, if I can find what I'm doing here. So let's go to the combat tasks. Currently, I have rewards to collect from Gamal. I guess that means that I completed the easy tier technically, because of what I've completed in the medium and the hard tier. So if we just go to the overview, let's see what I've done. 20 easy, 9 medium, so that alone should be enough to complete the easy tier. And then 7 hards, 6 elites. So yeah, we're definitely done with the easy tier. Let's go ahead and go to Gamal. See what I can actually claim for having the easy tiers done. Alright, Gamal, what do you got for me? Yes, you can. Here to talk about the combat sheets, please. Okay, nice job. You'll be expecting your easy rewards. Yes, please. Alright, there you go. I provided you with the most basic of our ancient sword hilts. You'll also have an easier time obtaining easy clues, increased max quantities offered when given boss slayer tasks. I wonder how much that is. I guess we'll find out whenever I get a boss task. But, bonus tokens from the warrior school. Okay, nice. That's good if I ever need to get an extra Dragon Defender, because right now I am storing one in the stash unit over here. Let's see. Oh, cool. Extra accommodation points from each pest control game. I'm guessing with the easy tier, that's just +1. I'll look it up and put it on screen. But so that means if I want to go get my Void Mace to auto-cast Claws of Gethics, if I decide to do any barrows or something like that, I'll have a quicker time getting it. And just in general, if I decide to go there to get my Prayer to 70, which I very well might, don't know, again, we'll have an easier time. Let's see. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff that's attributed to these combat tasks. Rightfully so. They are kind of rough to get through, I guess. It takes time. But we'll go ahead and use this lab. Obviously an herblore, as with everything. 5k, pretty decent. And this teleports me to Shoreline. I don't intend on using this today, so we'll just see where it takes us and how many I get. Oh, hell yeah. 3 direct teleports to the God Wars dungeon. That's amazing. I'm definitely going to be using this in the future. And I'm guessing I can just get this back from Purdue. Let's check here. No. But the teleport to Grommel is pretty easy anyways. I'll just go to my house, use my jewelry box. And I'm guessing I can just reclaim that for free. That's something I'd like to know, because I don't want to take my coins to God Wars Dungeon. Yeah, cool. Oh wait. I probably should have checked. They should have a right-click option to them. Yeah, it doesn't say it costs anything, but we'll drop my coins just to see. Awesome. Free. Love to see it. Great updates. Alright, a little progress update. It's been a while since I've been able to record a clip. I've just had to kind of capture some screenshots of what I've been doing, so I'll kind of overlay them here as I'm talking at the gauntlet. It started out with some more AFK range training, which got me actually very close to... So before I show you the screenshots, I'll show you what my progress is. It got me very close to the 99 range. Yeah, I stayed there that long. So we're only 12,000 away from our first 99 on the account. Also, a major thing that we've been training is rune crafting and a bit of prayer. Yeah, rune crafting is up to level 91 now, which is a great milestone. We're 325k away from 92. Obviously, our goal is still 95 in order to be able to make wrath runes to then slay efficiently. Well, yeah, I've already talked about that, so we wouldn't even bother. So yeah, we're 91. Still pretty actively training it. Well, actively is probably not the word for it. It's a lot of AFK, blood and soul rune crafting, and a little bit of Guardians of the Rift mixed in. So the prayer levels are a result of my 99 range grind at the crabs. After I finished up with the display cases in the museum, all of the fossil drops that I got from that point on went towards prayer with that mushroom minigame. So here are the screenshots. As you can see, a lot of fossils were acquired on the road to 99 range, and pretty much all of them, except for the rare ones, got turned into free prayer experience, and got 3 levels out of it, and pretty close to another one. And you'll see I'm actually a higher prayer level than I am in those screenshots now, and that is because I actually went out of my way to train my fire making and my fletching up to the point where they were higher than prayer, so I can keep that as my lowest skill and use my weekly Tears of Gothics on it, which is working out really well. We're 68, 30k till 69, and actually they just released a new mini game, or sorry, a new mini quest called His Faithful Servants, which revolves around the Barrows Brothers. I think I literally just have to do one Barrows run, which I've never done on this account. Maybe I'll do that later, but it's a free 20,000 prayer experience for a mini quest, which is great. And Desert Treasure 2 is on the horizon. That is why that came out. That's kind of a precursor to Desert Treasure 2, which I believe comes out on the 27th of this month, and that's July. Yeah, so it just says it's coming soon. And as you can see, I have all of the requirements, all of the skill requirements and quest requirements except for the mini quest. So I will have to do that before this quest comes out, which is great. When it does, we'll stop everything, we'll go do it. And if I don't have something done for one of the phases, I need to revert back to that phase. So yeah, awesome. And we are here in the gauntlet currently, because I just kind of feel like actively playing right now. That's kind of, I guess, the next logical step, at least one of the next logical steps for the account, is grinding out some gauntlet. I also want to work on my smithing. I said that in the past, I never really got to it. I have a ton of cash from rune crafting, so I could honestly do this at any time by buying gold ore and going to the blast furnace and all that. But we'll see. We'll see if I want to do that route or if I want to do Volcano and take the bars to the Giants Foundry. Those are the two methods that are just kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of arguing about in my mind. Obviously, it'll take longer to do the Volcano route, but it'll be a lot more fun, and I'll get some cool drops, so that's why I'm thinking about it. So, Gauntlet. I don't want to just go get 99 range. I kind of want to just get it naturally by playing, so I'll try to catch the recording while I'm actually fighting in here. It'd be cool if I could get it while on the Hunlift boss. We'll try to do that, but yeah, pretty close. And then we'll go get the cape, all that jazz, which is going to be great for us, so I'll talk about that once I get it. But yeah, let's get some Gauntlet going. Hell yeah. A couple elite tasks. Our first Corrupted Gauntlet KC. This is the first time back in the Corrupted Gauntlet for a while. It's been like, oh, I don't even know. It's been well over a year since I've done Corrupted Gauntlet. Obviously, I did a few practice runs of the normal Gauntlet just to get the hang of things, get my groove down. And yeah, it paid off because I was kind of worried about the prep time. Obviously, that's probably the hardest part about doing Corrupted Gauntlet is your prep time. We got done with a minute to spare. The recording is not going to show that just because I was getting the recording set up to actually do the boss fight and everything. So, but yeah, we had a minute left before actually heading in there, which is pretty good. That's pretty decent. Really not bad at all. And I'm just happy that it's even more doable at this point. I was kind of worried that I'd have to get Piety beforehand, but Chivalry did pretty well. And obviously that wasn't a perfect run, as you know. A better run for me would probably be the Mage range hybrid method instead of having the Halberd. The Halberd is obviously a little bit more advanced, but we pulled it off. All went well. First KC, didn't even come close to dying. So let's see what we get. And not rewarded. Okay. Still cool though. Glad we can do it. Okay, and here on the scoreboards, just so you don't think I'm a liar or anything, I've done 4 of the normal gauntlets with 0 deaths and 1 of the corrupted gauntlets with 0 deaths. So pretty cool. Pull 80 is out, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at that. If there's anything of note, I'll make another clip, I guess. KC number 2. I figured I'd show you the first 10, and then after that I'll just show you if I get anything good. So here we go. Wish me luck. Weapon seed, unlucky. That could have, I believe the drop rate for the weapon seed is exactly on par with the armor seed, so yeah, whatever. I think that translates to what, a crystal acorn or something that I can plant, so I'll probably do that with that. First drop, first unique. Alright, definitely missed a level at the end of the kill here. Recording, which is kind of dangerous. Probably shouldn't be right now, but yeah, we got 99. Definitely missed it. I'll open the chat in a second once I have an opportunity, once these tornadoes are done. Let's turn my prayer on so I actually hit this fucker. He's swapping prayers. Cool, he's dead. But yeah, definitely missed it. 99 range. Let's see. Yep, right here. Nice. First 99 on the account. Pretty awesome. We'll go get the cape momentarily, and I'll explain all the benefits for that after this chest. This is kill count number 3, so wish me luck. Yep. Alright, here I am in the Ranging Guild with the Armor Salesman. I think I could just literally trade his shop for it. 99k. Buy one. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's untrimmed. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. I guess it's been a while. I completely forgot about having an untrimmed cape. This was actually originally my first 99 in all of my time playing RuneScape. I got it back in RS3-ish days. It was kind of a weird time. I think I got it before the Evolution to Combat. Yeah, I definitely got it before Evolution to Combat. It was in probably, I think I was in like my third year of high school, something like that. I guess it would have been in 2009 or 2010, somewhere around there. Probably 2009, I think, is when I got my first 99, and it was ranged. And this is just bringing back a lot of nostalgia. Oh man, this is awesome. This is actually a very good first cape for UIM as well, utility-wise, just because it acts as an Ava's accumulator. And if I were to add a Vorkath head to it later, which I will do, I do plan on going to kill Vorkath for that, it'll upgrade its perks to be on par with the Assembler. So I believe that's just a flat 80% chance to retrieve your ammunition, none of it drops to the ground, and a 20% chance for it to just get destroyed. So yeah, that's going to be nice. It already is nice. I don't have to go back and forth to Drainer Manor every time I want my backpack, every time I want to range. I can just go to my house like I'm about to right now, go to my cape rack, and literally pull it out anytime I want. Great quality of life improvement. And with the semi-recent changes to the costume room as well, I don't really have to worry about managing the hood. I can just... because that was something I had to do back in the day. I had to drop the hood constantly and go back and spend 99k to buy the hood and the cape again, and just be able to store it in my house. So this is a nice quality of life for sure. Chest number 4. Alright, sorry if you can hear my laptop fan, but that is 10kc. And I'm thinking I will maybe record every chest until I get a major drop, but I'm going to kind of limit myself to either 10 or 20 a video. Probably 10 at a time. 10 seems to be enough for a video. I'll treat it kind of as a passive grind, because obviously I have a lot of other things I'm working on as well, like my rune crafting that I still need to focus on. And obviously every other skill that I still need to get up for the achievement diary cape. So 10kc, really nice. We got a nice master combat task out of that as well. Corrupted Gauntlet Master for 5 points towards our combat tasks. I've just realized I'm a really bad YouTuber. I got the cape, I got the 99, and I never did the emote, so here you go. Beautiful. Alright. Let's get to it. Okay, so I was able to come here to this crystal tree patch, and Pennant here, he exchanges crystal weapon seeds, maybe other seeds, I'm not sure, but I think crystal weapon seeds are probably going to be the only ones that are worth exchanging with him. He exchanges them one for one for a crystal acorn, which I can then put into a pot and make a sapling and go ahead and plant here. And once this grows up, it'll give me some farming experience along with a nice amount of crystal shards. I believe it'll translate into more crystal shards compared to if I were to just exchange the crystal weapon seed outright. I'll take a look. I'll do I'll do a little bit of research for you. I'll put it up on the screen, just exactly what it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the farming experience, maybe it gives you like a similar amount of crystals, but it also gives you farming experience. It just takes some time. Yeah, we'll see. I'll put it up on screen for you just to give you the exact numbers. I could be wrong, but yeah, nice little perk of doing Gauntlet. All right, here's the cash that I got from 10 corrupted gauntlets and 4 of the normal gauntlets. Almost 1.8 million. Place is super good money. I also got a lot of good gems, 110 sapphires and 13 rubies. I'm not hurting for any of these at the moment. I have no reason to make rings of recoil due to the fact I don't have a suffering yet. I might just keep these just because I have the bag space. I'll keep them till I need to drop them. And obviously if I need to drop them, I'll unnote them and craft them into... I'll unnote them and turn them into crafting experience. That's exactly what I'm going to do to the rubies. First I'll check my stock of ruby bolts enchanted. We're fine. So yeah, 13 rubies isn't going to make a difference. I'm not going to go out of my way to make more bolts. So we'll just go ahead and turn those into experience. We'll sell the runes that I have that I'm not going to keep to Ellie Morsane. And let's check the coffer here to see exactly how much money I have. 16.2 mil. So we'll take, I don't know, I'll take 15 mil out just to have. We have a good amount of money. Pretty much everything we're doing currently is giving me money: blood rune crafting, soul rune crafting, and gauntlet. So we're gonna be a rich boy for a while. So let's sink some of it into smithing. Okay, pretty decent RNG for the tiers, 215. Just a weekly reminder to do them and keep a skill that you want to actually get experience in at your lowest. For me, it's prayer. 14,000 free experience, 16k until level 69. Oh, cool. That's a really nice upgrade. I just died to Hispori to get everything here to transition to smithing, and I was looking for my law runes in the death pile, and I was kind of concerned, so I just pulled out my rune pouch. And when you die with your rune pouch in your inventory, I guess now they keep the runes in the rune pouch. They don't all get thrown out. Pretty nice quality of life, I guess. Although my goldsmithing gauntlets did get destroyed, so yeah, gotta go get those back, I guess. Okay, big day. It's the 26th, which means Desert Treasure 2 is out. I got a cool, nice little login screen here for us. The Majorat story continues in Desert Treasure 2. The Fallen Empire begin the quest for the truth by heading to the ancient vault in the Garidian Desert. Nice. So I've just been here smithing. Got to 75, semi-close to 76, I guess. But if we check our quest list here, Desert Treasure 2 is out. Nice. We no longer have our quest cape. That's kind of stuck in our house now. We still have to do his faithful servant. We still haven't done a Barrows run to complete that little mini quest. So we'll go ahead and knock that out before we get into the quest at all. I know this quest isn't going to be easy. There's going to be at least 4 difficult fights. The 4 new bosses that are being introduced with this quest, which I will have no idea how to fight. What I'm thinking I'll do, I'll probably tackle the quest on my group Ironman, just to be able to test everything out, see what works there, and then draw up a game plan for my much more lacking in gear Ultimate Ironman. So maybe if I was at the point on this account where I had all the nice gear, like a whip, a bow of Ferdinand, and I don't know, Trident or something, maybe I'd just go with some Tribid setup with Void or something and see what works. But we don't really have much. I think the only weapon I have to my name at the moment is a Dragon Scimitar. So I guess my choices would be Dragon Scimitar, Ivan's Blast, and the Crystal Bow that I have in the stash unit. So I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm not going to try to figure out a boss with this scrub-ass setup and questionable stats, melee stats specifically. So yeah, Faithful Servant. I'll get set up for this. Just got to do a Barrows run. Pretty easy. Okay, so I thought that I could just get my Ivan staff back from this dude here. He doesn't want anything to do with me at the moment. Even when I right-click him and press staves, he has no idea what I'm talking about. It looks like he wants me to show him one. So I think what this means is I need to go get the broken version back from the underground pass. By doing that, I think the best way is probably to go through the Elven lands, because obviously if I were to go through the underground pass, that would be quite the ordeal with a lot of different items needed. So easiest route is probably just to go to my house in Prifddinas and walk to the southern entrance into the Elven area, and then just kind of walk this path here until I get to the underground pass. I think there's actually some shortcuts that I can take. Like if I take this log right here, I think there's some trees that I can cut through to actually get to the underground pass a little bit quicker instead of following that path that I lined out earlier. Yeah, see if I go over this log, if we kind of look in the distance, you can see the dense forest shortcut that should take me to the same path. Nice. I could have sworn that there were disciples of Iben like here, right? Like on these little, I don't know, pathways. Am I missing something entirely here? I'm kind of confused. Maybe if I talk to Koftik. Did he just ask if I wanted food? Oh, thanks, but I don't really need that, man. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, cool. So I guess after maybe you do Song of the Elves or something, those guys disappear and you get it back from Koftik. I must have missed that in the wiki. I'm not sure if it even said it, but cool. Ivan staff. Now we just got to get this repaired. I think we can easily... It's like for free if you use it on one of the wells. I don't think you... It's not this one. No, it's one of the ones back in the underground pass. I'm just going to eat the cost. I think it's like 200k. To make it unbroken, and then it's another 200k, 250k to actually charge it up, which is fine. I've got plenty of money. We're richy rich, so we'll just head back to that wizard that was ignoring me earlier. Alright, showing this guy my broken staff. It'll cost 200k, and that'll just be the normal version of it. So here's 200k coins. Okay, so I can ask him from the same menu if I can hold more than 120 charges. He says yes. It's going to cost an extra 200,000 to make it hold 2,500 charges for a total of 400k. That is definitely worth it. Thank you very much. I'm going to need those for the quest that I'm about to do and for the Barrows run that I have to do. Nice. So I have a Dragon Dagger. I have my Ivan Staff, Dragon Scimitar in the Death Storage. I actually need to collect everything from the Death Storage because obviously everything that I'm going to be doing is dangerous and I don't want to lose my shit. So we're going to collect everything. While I was in the Elven area, I actually forgot to grab my Crystal Bow. I'm actually going to be using that as my range weapon if I need it. One for Barrows and two if I need it anywhere within the quest for Desert Treasure 2. So that's going to be my setup. Probably going to be rocking Void more than likely. At least at the start, unless there's a fight where I obviously need better gear defensive-wise. So that's kind of what the setup's going to be looking like, I guess, and I'll show you whenever that happens. I think we're fully prepped. We've got some food, we've got a prayer pot, even I noted a couple of our melee pots, so we can spec out Carol or something. Obviously this is not ideal for Barrows. You want to kind of prioritize a mix of prayer gear and maybe a bit of melee defense for Varric and defense for the tunnels, but yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. The whole reason I'm doing this is because I didn't want to spend money on Barrows gloves if I don't need to. Even though it wouldn't be a big deal if we bought them, but I just don't know what to expect for Desert Treasure 2, and that's the whole reason that I am gearing up. So if we don't need to waste an inventory slot on Barrows gloves, then I'm not going to. So this is it. Gonna look like a noob there, but we can actually head to our house now, and we can use our Dragon Battle Axe special attack, because we got this out of our stash unit, which also stores our Defender and our Slayer helmet at the Warriors Guild there, very conveniently. So we can go ahead and use that. Pot up. Actually, I should have drank first and then potted up. And yeah, head on over there. We have it. We do have it in our house, so that's really nice. Very convenient. Eventually, I will be grinding this out, just probably when I have a Trident or something. But I usually start with Darox and then head to Carol and Aram, and then rotate the melee ones after that. Alright, there's all of them down. 93% potential, that's fine. Good luck. There's that strange icon that we needed for the mini quest. No items, that's fine. Let's head on back to the guy that we started the mini quest with. Turn it in. There he is. Strange old man. Cool. We get a map, I guess. It's a map to the Barrow's crypts. You carefully study and memorize its detail. You then discard it. I'm not exactly sure what that does, but maybe it opens up your mini-map within the crypt. I honestly have no idea. I guess we'll find out next time we do Barrows, but here's a free 20,000 prayer experience as well, which is fucking great, which takes us to 69. Nice. Okay, this is kind of a test. I have dual monitors set up right now with my OBS, my new recording software. I just want to check to see what the viability is with dual monitors, because with my previous one, I actually wasn't really able to use them. I had to use two separate computers. My laptop was basically my second monitor, so I had two mice, whatever. So anytime I wanted to use my laptop, I had to, literally change mice. But yeah, I'm just testing to see what happens previously. I doubt you remember, but if I were to go a little bit too far over to the right here, it would start to automatically move the perspective, so it would shift what was being recorded, and there was no way on my previous recording software to actually stop it from moving. I couldn't fixate it on just the first primary monitor, what I wanted to record. It would just do it automatically, and it was really frustrating. It didn't allow me to use my computer as I wanted to. So I'm just kind of testing, and obviously I'm on my group Ironman because I am going to be doing the Desert Treasure 2 quest on this account first, just to kind of test everything out. Yes, I'm the Bofa man, and I realized I don't have the fire making level to actually do the quest. I need to get level 65. This is by far my lowest skill on this account. I don't like fire making at all. Every single account I make, it seems to be like the last skill that I ever focus on. For good reason. It's pretty useless. The cape is kind of ugly. Don't like it. You can roast me if you feel otherwise. But yeah, we're just going to burn a bunch of magic logs to get that to 75 as fast as possible. I could do Wintertide, but I think it'd be slower. And don't really feel like focusing right now. I've got my second monitor set up for YouTube, so I'm just going to kind of chill, do this. I'm in Falador just because this is where I've always done it. Nostalgia brings me back here every time. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make lines of fire. And then I also had to do the Garden of Death. I didn't have that done. I actually just completed it, as you can see in the chat box. Terrible quest. I'll stand by that forever. Not intuitive. Awful. Yeah, I'll stop saying I'll stop over-explaining, and we'll just be back whenever I have not even 75 fire making, because this is not the account that I'm giving progress updates on. I'll be back whenever I finish the actual quest and I'm getting ready to transition back to my Ultimate Ironman. And kind of theory craft and see if it's actually doable at this stage that my account is at. Maybe I'll find that I'll need to get more brews or something, or that I just need better gear entirely. We'll see. Okay, still doing some AFK stuff. We got to 91 mining. I decided to stop there just because I'll gradually get to 92 here at Zay Room Crafting. And if you don't know, 92 is what's required for Amethyst. And that's kind of a passive goal of mine, a passive AFK goal of mine, to work up to Amethyst before I even have a blowpipe. For that, obviously, I still need fletching, but that's no problem. We have vast amounts of money from everything that we're literally doing, and here's 93 room crafting. so yeah, we've been putting in a decent amount of work with room crafting, with mining specifically, and we've of course been doing our weekly tiers. We are up to level 69, and we are just one Tears of Guthix away from level 70, which we are about to go do. Yeah, so I'll see you back with that. Alright, this week's tiers, we got exactly 200. That's going to give us 13,200 prayer experience and push us over the edge to 70. This unlocks Piety for us, which is really big for the account. I do have a plugin enabled that gets rid of any unnecessary prayers. Basically, any duplicates are gone. Chivalry has now become irrelevant, thanks to Piety. And that's great. That's a 25% increase to defense, 23% to strength, and 20% to attack. And what this also unlocks is, I guess it unlocks spirit shields, but yeah, probably never. Soul capes. What this unlocks for us as well is the ability to complete the Mauritania diaries, the hard diaries, I believe. You need 70 prayer for that. Yeah, 70 prayer and defense to activate piety at the nature altar. And I have all of the other requirements for this, which is good. So I can knock that out at any time. And what that's going to do for us is not only get us the Mauritania Legs 3, which are a great unlimited teleport to Berg Durat, so really good clue scroll item, but also it gives us double the... but also from Barrows, it'll give us double rune drops, so it'll make doing Barrows just that much more worth it. We'll get pretty much... We'll profit runes while we're doing it. And I'm not really sure when I'm going to be doing Barrows. I could start doing it very soon compared to other accounts that I've had, just because of some updates. Like literally an update that happened this week. There's a new quest, which I still haven't talked about. The Path of Gloughery. I still have to do this. I still have to do Desert Treasure 2. I've just been busy adjusting to my new location. But with this quest came a new tier 62 magic weapon, and it is a chargeable staff, which is huge. People have been asking for this for a while because previously, especially for Ironman, well, only for Ironman, a chargeable staff has been locked behind the massive 87 Slayer grind. And before you do that, your best in slot is going to be Iban Staff, which is a decent spell in its own rights. I don't think it's even on here. It takes, I believe it's 55 magic, but I can't really find it on here. I don't know why it wouldn't be here, but yeah, tier 62, Warp Scepter, scales with your magic level. So the better your magic level, the higher you're going to hit. Same as a Trident. So it's basically a budget Trident, and it takes like 2 Chaos Runes and I don't know what else, maybe Earth Runes or something like that. I'll probably put the details up on screen for you, but yeah, really great. This is something that I could potentially see myself using at Barrows if I want to do that early. I'm not really sure. I think I have to kind of weigh whether or not I need the gear or not. I'm still not sure. I haven't even done the new quest on my group Ironman to kind of test things out. So I don't know if I'm going to need gear upgrades for this quest. I don't know if I'm going to have to grind brews yet. So there's still just a lot of unknowns. But I think this is a really great update for everybody in general. It means that players can use charge staffs, which is a huge, huge quality of life, at an earlier magic level. That's not only good for main accounts, it's also great for Ironman. And these requirements aren't too bad either. But from what I've heard, from what I've seen, the quest gives really good experience drops as well. You get like 20,000 Slayer experience or something crazy like that. And yeah, these requirements aren't bad at all. Like the highest being 60 strength. Yeah, this is really solid. Really good addition, I think. And I'm pretty sure they already had this quest in the game. This was like next up to release in 2007, right before the backup of the game was taken, I guess. So that's just something that can potentially come. I could get that. I could go to Barrows. They've also got Grommel's Hilt, which prevents your prayer from draining in there. So Barrows, all in all, is a really good... It's finally in a really good place for mid-game, I think, to do efficiently, I should say. Alright, something else that I realized. I have a shit ton of soul runes, because that's what I've been doing, obviously, 53,000, just over 53,000, and I'm going to check what spells I actually need to put into my Portal Nexus, what teleports I need to put in here that require soul runes, since this is probably the most that I'm going to have ever, and it just makes sense to not waste money, because these are pretty expensive if you're just going to buy them from shops. You don't get nearly as much return from selling them, which is unfortunate. You actually get more from blood runes through Ali Morsane, but yeah, this can be a huge money sink, which I guess is fine. I mean, I have plenty of money, more than I know what to do with at the moment, but for efficiency's sake, we're just going to go through this, and we're going to find what teleports. I'm in the wrong menu. We're going to find what teleports require soul runes. We're going to get the other required runes for it, and slap them in here. And if you can't tell by my inventory, I'm actually getting geared for Guardians of the Rift again. Just because I only have 2 more levels. I mean, they're pretty long levels, but I'm 93 out of 95. Just 2 more before I've reached my runecrafting goal to make Wrath runes. And I still don't have the required reward Guardian pulls from Guardians of the Rift to reskin my Rift Guardian. Since that's something I want, that's what I'm going to swap to. It's not going to be nearly as AFK as what I've been doing, which means it's, even though it is technically better experience per hour if you're active, I'm probably not going to be as active in it as I would be if I was doing the more AFK means, that being Zaya runecrafting. I think there I was getting around, I don't know, if I was super AFK, it was like 20-something thousand experience an hour, like, I don't know, 23, 24,000. But if I was active, it was actually pretty decent, somewhere around 36,000 for soul runes. So, okay, so I've had a change of heart very suddenly. To be even more efficient, since I will be getting passive law runes from doing Guardians of the Rift, I am just going to play actively. I'm going to swap over to doing quests because, I don't know, just feel like it. I'm going to do the Path of Gluffery, and then I'm going to actually probably do Desert Treasure 2 on my group account with Scuff gear to reflect gear on this Scuff character, and then do this quest on this character. That's, yeah, I'm going to play actively, which means these will just be in our looting bag / death pile, and I'll be able to use them whenever I am done with Guardians of the Rift, whenever that may be, a couple years from now probably. But okay, here I am at the quest start for the Path of Gluffery. And I'm all prepped. Got my food, got my potions, got my gear on. Yeah, I don't think the bosses are going to be too hard. Definitely easier than a lot of the quests that I've already done. So I'll record any key moments, throw a montage together, and see you at the end. That's Path of Gluffery done. 2 quest points. Access the Poison Waste Dungeon, which is where we can get our Scepter drop. 30,000 Strength and 20,000 Slayer experience with 5,000 Thieving and Magic. 295 quest points out of the 300. Last quest is going to be Desert Treasure 2.